Okay, we're going to take a look at the Group 1 Caulfield Guineas from Caulfield on Saturday. 1600 metre, $3 million Group 1 for 3-year-olds. Set weights. Big value betting affair. Just got a feeling that the odds makers have got the market wrong here. And they're going to play this looking for a blowout result. The way that we've got them rated is Rock Empire on top, 6.2. Wolfie, second best, 6.5. Vate, third best, 8.4. Vedad, 9.4. King Colorado, 11. Militarized, 14.5. Centervi, 17. And Southport Tycoon, 18. If we go and have a look at the betting market for the Caulfield Guineas, Rock Empire, which we've got rated on top, is available at 51 and 9. With Neds, you can get it at 81 and 21 the place, which is just astounding odds, especially from a place betting perspective. You're going to bet us 21 the place about something that we've got rated 6.20. Another example of getting well over what we've got it rated to win for a place. Wolfie, second best, 6.50, currently 19.0, 4.2. Also very good overs. Vate, third top rated, 8.4, goes around 21. Also very good overs. Vedad, 9.4. Goes around 34, also very good overs. King Colorado, rated 11, unders at 7.0. Militarized, 14.5, 2.8, unders. Centerfi, 17, 3 is at its right price of 17. And Southport Tycoon, 18, available at 26. And yes, we've left Stapati out of the top 8. Likely to be run at a solid tempo on the front end, even to solid tempo, more likely solid than even. That's just an astounding price that we're going to get about Rock Empire. And we're accustomed to striking winners at big prices if you watch our previews. We had King Colorado win the JJ Atkins at 40 to 1 back in the winner, the 2-year-old 1600 metre Group 1 in Brisbane. We've just had Mexico last weekend run second at 60 to 1. And if you go to our website and our social media feeds, you'll see plenty of other value long shot winners at big prices. So don't be concerned when we go and tip something at a really big price, and we're not afraid to do it, especially if we feel that we've got qualified reasoning to be finding that angle. Okay, we're going to go and take a look at them. The 12 Rock Empire, which we've got on top. I'll just pull up the form for this race. Okay, Rock Empire. Now, on debut, Rock Empire made all and ran away from it when it won over 1,300 metres at Kensington. Was visually highly impressive that day. Then went to the Guineas Prelude, got cut up on the front end and was beaten 3.15 lengths. But just got a feeling from the 3 alley today on Saturday that Tim Clark will ride it from a stalking position with a lot of speed on the front end engaged. And probably get the run of the race 3rd, 4th, 5th on the rail behind the leaders. Very well bred by Deepfield out of the Danehill Dancer mare King's Ballet of New Zealand heritage. She's out of an unbridled song mare, one of the leading broodmare size in the USA, Pectoralis Major. And she herself is out of a Mr. Prospector mare, Prospectora. Now, that makes Prospectora a 3/4 relation to the good Mr. Prospector sire, Not for Love, who is by Dance Number. Out of Dance Number. He's also the Dam of Rhythm, another Mr. Prospector line sire. Stood in New Zealand for a while. Got plenty of good types in New Zealand. Not for Love's now euthanized. So that tells me there's a lot of staying potential in this pedigree, and the half-sister to Not for Love and Rhythm, Osculate by Seattle Slew. She was high class herself. She was a black type producer. The dam of those two, Not for Love and Rhythm, was high class herself. She won the Beldame at Group 1 level, the Chevy handicap. Second in the Spinster. Time-honoured Group 1 races for fillies and mares in North America. So I've just got a feeling that this one should get a strong mile. deep field, capable of getting a horse that'll get a mile down the Northern Meteor in Costa del Lago line. The way it won on debut was highly impressive, and we just go and watch a replay of that race. You'll see what I mean when it knocked off Wild Flash and Mutasalam on debut. Okay, so this is Rock Empire out here in the yellow cap, wide. Presses on to co-lead.
Flash Intruder. Then came Suspect from the two.
Sits outside one other. And the way it accelerates and quickens in the stretch is something that only very good horses do. Visually highly impressive, and the way it pulled away from him close home, strong through the line after this tough trip sitting outside the leader, suggests to me that it's going to have no issue getting a strong 1600. Especially having its second look around Caulfield now. Caulfield can be a tricky track to get around the first time. And as I said, I've got a feeling from the good gate it'll be ridden from a stalking position. So this is Rock Empire in the yellow cap outside the leader.
Up on the outside. Then Key Legend. Suspect runs into it nicely. Right down the outside, Evelyn May and Overview's going with her as Rock Empire given the cue now. Inside the 300 and Rock Empire stormed to the front and kicked several lengths in front of Wild Flash. None of the back markers getting into it, and Rock Empire's really controlled this up on speed, and the deep field colt's going to win for fun.
Yeah, that's
Rock
highly
Empire
impressive.
From Wild Flash and Methuselah. So the first two leaders home are on pace. Then Key Legend, followed by
Pick up the end of that again.
Wild Flash. None of the back markers getting into it, and Rock Empire's really controlled this up on speed, and the deep field colt's going to win for fun. Rock Empire from Wild Flash and...
Put big gaps in them, kept the margin after the line. Now, the form coming out of that race is pretty good, or very good actually, to suggest that he's a high-class Group 1 colt on the make. The second horse home was a close third to the Smart Willinga Beast in a trial prior, and knocked off Woolawin, which is also another good form reference. But the deeper you go back into these form lines, the more there is to suggest that Rock Empire is well up to Group 1 quality. There's one particular line further back through. Just wait for this to come up. Now it wants to take its time. Okay, yeah, there's one or two particular lines further back in this win that line up to the better miling 3-year-olds to suggest that Rock Empire's right up to this class. So it's Rock Empire on top. Okay, second best is Wolfie. Now, once again, it's important to have a look at the breeding of this one. By Tavachi out of a Savabeel mare, She's Popular. And if we just go up and pull up the breeding of Wolfie firstly, Wolfie's still having its first preparation. It's had 5 runs this prep. This will be its 6th start of the preparation. Okay, by Tavachi out of the Savabeel mare, She's Popular. Now, this traces back to Iguazu's Girl, the third dam. And the third dam is the dam of the high-class Sacred Falls, who won the George Main, 2 Doncasters, the 2000 Guineas, all at Group 1 level, the Hawke's Bay Guineas. Excellent mile form. Proven, top class, has become a great stallion. Now, he himself is by O'Reilly. Okay, all right. Now, that makes the second dam of Wolfie, its girl, a full sister to Sacred Falls. So, you've got a son of Tavachi down the High Chaparral line, out of a Savabeel mare, who's out of a full sister to a 6-time stakes winner, 4-time Group 1 winner. That pedigree just screams, the older it gets, the better it's going to get, and I can totally understand why it just keeps coming on at its first preparation as a 3-year-old. On debut, very good. When it flashed big closing pass from 8th at the 800, 8th at the 400, only beaten a length by Oroboro. That form's since been well franked. Oroboro had good 2-year-old form, but it's the last start win where it knocked off Beauty Rising and Alfonso that really stands up. Visually, that was highly impressive, that win. Good form references coming out of that win. drops from 59.5 down to 57, goes to 1,600 metres off the back of that 1,420 metre win. Gets earmuffs pre-race only first time. Nick Ryan's rolled the dice here. He has said that he considers it more of a Derby horse than a Guineas horse. But the fact that it keeps on improving, they've decided to have a throw at the stumps here. And I just can't blame them whatsoever, because the way it won that last start just screamed it's looking for a mile and screamed that it's a serious chance in a good race like this. So we've got Wolfie second top rated. Third top rated is Vate, the 5. One more thing about Wolfie too. Totally and utterly suited by the pace scenario. Not concerned about the wide gate. Will go back, be ridden for luck. It'll be storming home at the end, and it will be hard to hold out. Vate looks well placed here. Had plenty of ability as a 2-year-old, winning the size in good style over 1,400, knocking off Apulia and Amur. Then went to the size produce on a bog track. Beaten 5 lengths by Militarised that day, but 4th of 13 on a track it really didn't handle. Was a good effort. Came out first up and won the McNeil. That was a good win in the McNeil, where it knocked off Legacies and Little Bros. You can put a line through the 5th of 9 in the Guineas Prelude. There's form references coming out of the McNeil to suggest that it was below par in the Guineas Prelude. It'll come on significantly from 1,200 out to 1,600. It's bred to be a 1,600 metre horse by Grunt out of a Fastnet Rockman, Nina Rock. It's third best and a live chance. The 4th best is Vidard, the Justify colt, lightly raced, having his 3rd career start. By Justify out of the Magnus mare Whistle Bay. Magnus is doing a great job as a broodmare sire, just as his own sire Flying Spur did. They tend to be better broodmare sires than stallions of their own crop, of their own sex. The debut winner over Copacabana was very good. Undercover Agent back in 3rd. Not suited on a tight turning Moonee Valley surface. When it was just beaten by Griff, we were on it that day. Got a feeling much more scope than Griff coming into this, and better suited at Caulfield, in for 4th best. King Colorado, the proven one that won the JJ Atkins, by Kingman, superbly bred by Kingman out of the More Than Ready mare More Aspen. The 7th in the Golden Rose, not a terrible run. Prepared to forgive it for that. Behind Rise of the when it knocked off Rise of the Masses and Manway in a trial prior to that, suggested to me that it's still going well enough. The trial win over Navajo Peak and Fancy Man prior to the start of this prep was very good. Not disgraced behind Fangirl and Princess Grace in the Winks, first up over 1,400. And its JJ Atkins win was absolute top class over Miracle of Love and Tannhauser. Now, there's a form line through Evelyn May, which it beat when it won its maiden at Kembla. Evelyn May was also very good out of that maiden, back to Rock Empire. Rock Empire beat Evelyn May 6.9. King Colorado beat at 1.5. That's one of the form lines that I wanted to show you out of that maiden win of Rock Empire over 1,300. Militarised, next best, exposed here. Golden Rose winner, yes, it's top class, but this is a very strong renewal of the Caulfield Guineas with a few that are open to big scope for more. Centify at 17 is next best after that. Another Justify 3-year-old colt. Just not concerned what they'll do from the gate here. Whether they'll race closer. Slightly concerned that blinkers come off first time and a visor goes on first time. That's a interesting gear change into a Group 1. It seems why they're tinkering at this stage. Blinkers off, visor first time always does concern me. But the second to Stepati was very good. A little bit one pace then next time out in the Guineas Prelude. Got a feeling it's a little bit better than that. And then Southport Tycoon next best. Flew home behind Stepati and Centify for 3rd in the Guineas Prelude. Big run, another couple of bounds. Probably could have won the race. So Rock Empire on top here. Yes, it's a huge price. We're happy to play that value angle. 50 to 1. 9.0 on Sportsbet, 81.0, 21.0 on Neds. Wolfie second best, 6.5, 19.0, 4.2. You can back both of those each way. The 5-8, you can also back it each way as a third elect, 21.0, 4.4. For Dard, 9.4, available at 34 and 6.5, fourth best. And realistically, at the end of the day, those four, you should have the winner somewhere there. So that is the Caulfield Guineas from Caulfield on Saturday. Thanks.